15?
Yeah, that's how
That doesn't make sense.
Alright, so 15 in 8th grade?
One thing I'd also like to add is that I agree with everyone. We do in fact have behavior problems. But one of the ways
Both
that
here and in our schools.
we have, one of the things that we continue to talk about the 7th and 8th grade. And I'm not saying everybody, but there is this image of our 7th and 8th graders that almost criminalizes them. These are children that for a variety of reasons demonstrate behavior problems. But as we've indicated, I've got a lot, the gentleman asked me for data and research. I have the data which shows when you are in the same school, some of those problems are identified much earlier. And again, the relationships that develop help to minimize those behavior problems. What we are facing now is not having develop those relationships. So bear in mind that it will take time. Everything that is good takes time. We have 6 new principals. They also need time to develop and help and work with their teachers to develop cultures in each school that are student-focused and safe and orderly for everyone, teachers as well as students. But it doesn't happen overnight. This is a proposal. I repeat, if we continue the same thing, we're going to have the same problem. This is one idea that I had about one aspect of the needs in Lakewood.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Alright, well now we've heard that. Is there any more discussion?
I just want to mention, first of all, this idea has been mentioned in the past 2 sessions. Matter of fact, I think we wanted to bring it up last time, and then we said, let's wait for the presentation that was given this time. It has been mentioned a couple of times. You know, Dr. Pastor Wilson said he hasn't heard about it. He also hasn't been here the past 2 or 3 times. No fault of anyone. It's just that, but it has been mentioned in public. This idea. We've heard about it many times in our session. So I don't think it's something that's surprising at all. At least not to most of the people. I would like to make a motion to support the idea, to support Ms. Silva in her quest to bring up the education of the public school to another level, to a higher level. This is one of the ways that she feels she can bring up the level of education to higher education. Therefore, I'd like to make a motion that we, and also keep in mind also like this. She also has mentioned that the state doesn't know about it. She's spoken to the state. The state is willing to help.
What are they willing to help do? Other than help to help?
One of the things that they indicated, we would have to have a variety of very bureaucratic sessions because we have to then...
We have enough of those already, don't we?
We have to recode the schools, so that takes time as well. And that's why it's an issue of time.
So
83, the best debate.
it's the state, but they're predicating on one condition. The board must approve it. They have to know that we're serious. We're serious about it, talked about it many times. And I agree, there's nothing wrong with talking about it. But because of the state also has given us some guidelines, we have to time is of essence. The school year is over in June, starts in July, and we just need the time with all the teachers.
So what are you suggesting?
So I'm making a motion to approve the plan of Ms. Silver,
Which
from K through 8,
starting September?
starting September.
Is that what you're saying, Ms. Silva?
Yes, it is.
Starting September, and allowing the administration to start now already, making plans and whatever they have to do to get the school ready to have a K through 8.
Mr. Chair.
Sure.
Well, wait a minute. There's Robert's rules here. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Now there's discussion.
Would this have any effect on the SID grant money?
No, SID grant is for high school.
It would not.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, I don't understand why there's such an urgency on getting this stuff done. Based on rushing to get this stuff in, I just don't feel comfortable,
Tracy.
about making this happen tonight. I really don't understand. why it must happen tonight. I understand like the last week, we asked for more information, we got more information from only one person.
Who is that person?
From the doctor that was here.
Oh. Yes.
You know, I think that Dr. Gupta, I think that we should get more information for the pros and cons. Because I'm certainly sure that every doctor, every psychologist, or whatever titles,
She was a sociologist.
sociologist, there are pros and cons. We're only hearing one side of this transition.
Did she ever even come to our school?
No, Mr.
Great question. We're not basing it alone on that social picture. Lydia, our superintendent, has the research, has done the research. She can show you pages and pages and pages. If you really want to know it, she has it all. She just brought her as another picture. That is what she wants to make our education better and better. We can go through the chair.
The reason I also want to urge,
Ms. Silva, just one last thing I wanted to say. We've been hearing over the last couple of meetings about, probably the last 5 meetings, about K through 8 and all of its advantages. And we heard so many different slideshows, both in private session and public session. And we discussed that it's going to centralize and focus families into one school, and it's going to build relationships with teachers over time, and it's going to have the benefit of older kids being able to monitor the younger kids. And we've heard all of these benefits, and this is mentoring and monitoring, and we've heard all these benefits. Wait one second, Bastien. This is the first time, after all these meetings, the first time, except for one other guy that came up to the podium, that we ever heard something against. And the thing that we're hearing against is only, let's do some more research, let's slow it down, you haven't brought 1 ounce of data, you haven't brought 1 ounce of study.
No, actually, Mr. Gardner assured me I was going to get the research. I haven't got it.
So, to me, it's just shocking that this is the first time we've been hearing about K through 8 for the last 3 months, and this is the first time we're ever hearing any opposition. Not one teacher came forth. Not the pastor never even came forth to talk against K through 8. And even now, it's very, very shaky. What's wrong with K through 8? I don't know. Maybe let's do some more research. Let's think about it. Let's slow things down. Our superintendent is trying to change the district, trying to take some initiative, and all we're doing is we're slowing her down. I have a problem with that.
if I could just say, the reason respectfully, Mr. Tiff, it's the amount of work that has to be done in the next 6 months in order to make sure that it happens in September. Would you kindly tell them what happens in terms of the buses?
If we do not approve this tonight, there simply will not be enough time if we wait till the next month.
Come on.
Let me finish, Michael. There is a massive amount of work that's going to have to be done in transportation to make this happen. Every single elementary, kindergarten through 8th grade route is going to have to be redeveloped. We are going to have to go out to bid. The contractors are going to have to be put on notice that none of the routes are going to be renewed.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'd like to call roll call, please.
Roll call, that's our job.
Roll call.
Yes. Excuse me, Mr. Dicchio has a question.
I'm sorry. Mr. Dicchio has a question.
I came here tonight prepared to say, blank, no way you're going to get in my vote. If I had my kids here in the school system, my kindergarten and so forth, no way would I would stand out there and scream my head off. However, when I look at parents, I have to say, I was very happy to see the high school students get up and read and tell me how they felt. But that is one-sided. They're in high school already. They're out of that system. I wanted to hear the mothers and fathers speak. And when Michael asks a mother whose says she has a kindergarten child, and she says she has no problem with that. Who am I?
That's just one person.
Let's continue, roll call please.
Mr. Friedman,
Yes.
Mr. Greenspan. Yes. Ms. Smicchio. Yes. Mr. Tiff,
Absolutely.
Mr. Grunhut,
Absolutely, yes.
motion passes.
You don't know and you don't know that
All right, our agenda. Wait, our agenda. All right, we're not finished. We are finished.
Agenda, please. Make a motion to approve the agenda that's
Wait a minute, hold it. On page 2, the number on page should be 6,886,096,138. On page 4, 3-4Z, move out of this replacement position of line. Those are the two changes on the agenda. Do we have a motion to pass the agenda as amended? Is there quiet? Is there a second? There's a second. Roll call.
Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Greenspan?
Yes.
Ms. Smicchio? Yes. And Mr. Tiff? Mr. Grunhut?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to read all these
Agenda passes.
addendums. Approval of, please stay here. Approval of Amendment 3 of the